And the next one is from Joe Breaker. So this was the one that I did for the National Flash Fiction Day anthology. So it's 500 words long, and it's called Space. Some of you have probably heard me read this already, so I'm sorry for my repetitive nature. The baby's really unimpressed with my repetitive nature. Okay, Space. Sally's ma floored the milk float down the M50. She got it up to 15 on the hard shoulder, and she might have reached the airport if the guards hadn't caught up with her outside Finglas. This time, the milkman pressed charges. Sally went to see her in jail. They sat together at a small table and looked out a small window at a small dark square of sky. Sally's ma pointed. You see that planet? Sally looked. That's not a planet, Ma. That's a satellite. That's what I'd like. A bit of space. That's your horse racing for mascot, said Sally. That's your Rangers versus Celtic. That's your round-the-clock entertainment news. Her ma said, that's your father talking. They kept her in 6 weeks and released her on Sally's birthday. The three of them went as usual to Dollymount Strand, even though Sally was 18 now and might have liked a drink. Sally's da herded them on and off the Dart. The silt of the island was tossed by the April wind and blew into their noses, their ears. Sally's da rolled up his slacks and took wincing steps through the shallows as the drizzle started. Sally said, Da, you don't have to. He lifted one bare white foot from the water. Algae clung to the big toe. And sure, what else would I do, Sal? He carried on the paddle, his shirt spotting with rain. Sally followed him, and Sally's ma followed her, humming a tune that the wind was fast to unpick. Thrown asunder in the thickening sky above were scraps of fabric, pieces of a rainbow dancing over Clontarf. Sally said, Da, do you see that? Kites, he said. Are you not a bit old? No, Da, that. He squinted. A dot slowly winked as the clouds swept down. He squeezed her shoulder with a damp palm. Nothing to worry about, pet. That's just your weather machine. Am I right, Flo? He turned. But Sally's ma was gone. A tiny figure rushed the dunes. Between the hillocks they saw the bright side of an ice cream truck heading for the bridge. Sally's da began to run.